Hi, I'm Q from QAnon. I'm sitting here poolside at the cabana. Copacabana. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. So Lola was my white horse, the Kinks. Lola, and she had a baby I named Cola. So that song says uh, Cherry Cola, and the owner, somebody bought the baby and changed it to Sadie. So there's Sexy Sadie by the Beatles. So I just saw a new one in Ocean City yesterday, Ocean Whisper. So Yin Yang Twins has the Whisper song. So see that? Hold on. See that Chevy van right there? Right there? That guy died. They took him away today. Chevy van, Sammy Johns. We made love and that's alright with me. So when I died, John Lennon, who looks like Jesus Christ to me, and Scott Smith from Loverboy, picked me up by the side of the road, 107's by the side of the road, in a Chevy van. I had just been, I've died in this reality, but I had just died in like World War I or II. I was stabbed in the back by like a friend or someone I knew. I was sitting on their lap, and they stabbed me in the back, and next thing I know, a Chevy van is picking me up with John Lennon and Scott Smith from Loverboy. And I was like, Loverboy? And he didn't say he had died, so when I woke up, I checked. And sure enough, Scott Smith was washed overboard or pushed or whatever and presumed dead. So I also met Paul McCartney. So Paul McCartney has a song, Heather, and Chase Jet is my son. Paul, the E.T. movie, it all connects. The police are the gatekeepers. They're the Agent Smiths in the Matrix. I prove it. I'm being gang stalked to death by police. They've held me as incompetent for 2 years. And I've already told this story over and over again, so I'm really tired of fucking talking about it. But they just did it again today. Where is a good cop is that a fairy tale? Like a fantasy? There's no such thing as a good cop. They're all corrupt. Narcissism. The police department attracts narcissism like moths to the flame because they love that power trip. Tripp's my cousin, Thomas Tripp Thickelstadt. What a long, strange trip it's been. You don't you don't get to do this to me because I have a pending lawsuit. You caused this with no cap for punitive damages because it's psychological torture. They're gonna unalive me. They don't understand that when I die, the simulation's over. So it's the snake eating its tail. They're gonna unalive me. I think that I think the world's coming to an end, like real soon. How soon is now? The Smiths. So I was married to Smith, and my kids are Smiths. So I went back to my maiden name though, Heather Longoria. So they have a song HLG, and it's got a man with horns. I'm the devil, the bull, and the heather. 666 is my phone number. If they'll do this to me, the future proves the past. I win. I think they think I need their approval to write my book. I do not. There's people that believe in QAnon. There's people that believe in police corruption. So I'm going to find an audience. I already have. I only have like 12 subscribers, but yet some of my videos are already getting 100 views or so. So I have one video that got 6,000 views. And they YouTube targets my videos. They even erase views. I was watching, I was like, I had four views on one video. Next thing I know, I'm back to 0. And I looked up and they do that. They don't like, if anybody gets influence without their approval, that's dangerous to their control system. They're doing this to me because they don't want you to know the truth. You should feel some kind of way. Some kind of wonderful. Grand Funk Railroad. There's the Grand Hotel right there. It has the Epic, the bar in it. Faith No More, Epic. I had a menage with Faith and my lawyer. So, Faith, George Michael the Angel movie, George, JFK's magazine. I'm JFK Jr. I'm a clairvoyant, a heliophant. I've been telling everybody, including the police. The police think that as long as they keep me quiet, this is going to go away. It's not. My father-in-law owns a press. And besides that, I can go do it myself. I already have. I already made books for free on my own dime, just to give out as a little preview, a little tease. So I'm just going to go and, what are you going to do when I press my book? I already have enough for a series of books. So all I have to do is press my book, and I'm filing a lawsuit, and I'm going to put you all on the stand. And if you, I'm going to sue you personally. I've already gave you, I told the police, I'll give you immunity if you help me. And they're not going to give me immunity. I actually don't fucking need you. I'm a guardian angel. So the guy that works here that's in room number 17, his dead mother is Lucinda. So there's a woman, Lucinda, and the song's My Guardian Angel. His father is Ray of Light, is Ray. So Ray of Light, Madonna. My ex used to live in Madonna, and I think I died in a car crash in Madonna, Maryland. I got a DUI. I blew a 0.0, but I lost consciousness. They did the sobriety test. No ambulance was called. But like, I had been there for probably 20 minutes before they got there, and they immediately do it. I'm coming out of from unconscious state, and they made me do a sobriety test. So anyway, I think I died and shifted to this parallel universe. You're in a simulated multiverse. It's not a secret. Secrets. So Secrets down here. Van Halen has the song Secrets. I think The Weeknd has the song Secrets. I'm the motherfucking Starboy. So Fishtails, Lana Del Rey. So Ocean Whisperer, the Yin Yang Twins has a song, the Whisper song. So Dolphins and Birds right there. So the Dolphin song by Olivia Newton-John. I channel. I talk to angels. Olivia's my niece. I've contacted lodges. Lodges keep my occult symbolism secret. They don't want they call you sheeple. They call you masses because you take off the M, that's asses. They mock you right in your fucking face. Why would the Freemasons keep that secret for them and their gay buddies? I would teach it in school. Teach this nonsense about government. They make little cookie cutter fucking matrix dwellers, slaves. Even if you go to an Ivy League college, well, you're just you're a slave with a bigger, a bigger stall. They see you as cattle, and you're just one with a bigger stall and gets a little bit more gruel, whatever they feed pigs. What's that called? Slop. Whatever they feed pigs. You get a little more slop. The chief of police and all of the law enforcement. They think that they're above the law. You can't report that any of them did anything wrong. They won't even investigate it. They prove my point. My IQ's Mensa. Next time you arrest somebody unlawfully for flying a sky banner that made the news, for reporting it, and then reporting she's Q, first you better make sure she's not fucking Q. And then you better make sure she's not a genius. What are you going to say? That because you sent me to the ward to learn competency, and now I'm just a fucking genius? So I went to learn guilty and not guilty, and all of a sudden I know ignoratia juris non excusat? Preponderance of evidence? Subpoena ducis tecum? Nolo contendere? I study law. And I can't even report it? And you know what? They just don't care because they're like, oh, she only has 12 subscribers. You don't understand. Time's on my side. And I'm leaving this town. When I leave, I'm never coming back here. I hate it. It's like the hood with an ocean now. I'm like, oh my God. My ex's husband used to call Sandy Point Pepper Beach because all the niggers would go there. And now they're here. I'd say 75% of the people here are niggers now. I call it ignorant person nigger, so they're black niggers. So there's white niggers here too. A nigger is Judge Kathy Coates is a white nigger. Mayor Rick Meehan's a white nigger. All the police and the police department are white niggers. It's a deprivation of civil rights. It's slander. It's defamation of character. You don't get to they smeared me. I owned a 25-acre paid-for farm, getting ready to open up $1 million upscale dog resort that my stepfather got the business license for in 2020. So when he comes as a character witness, you guys are going to jail. You think he's not going to help me, and you're wrong. Because I have a huge crush on my 86-year-old stepfather. And I told him. And I've had a crush on him for 30 years. So it's not about money, because all he has to do is get me a lawyer, tell his lawyer, or, hire a private investigator, which I already know there's a private investigator here, and I know who it is, too. So, there's a man here that wears green all the time. So Green Day has a song 86. He's 86 years old, and his wife's birthday is 86. So I study synchronicity. Well, I teach the law of attraction, the real law of attraction. Nobody's ever done it. Because if you don't know about the gang stalking that comes with knowing too much, the secret is that you have to believe it, for one, but the secret is that you'll become a targeted individual when you actually try to in the Bible, manifest your reality. So the Police have an album called Synchronicity. It says, in one breath, in one flow, you will know synchronicity. You should go listen to it. There's 2 different ones. So I think that's synchronicity 1. It's fucking beautiful. Night, it's like, early in the evening. And it's just beautiful. So I just opened the pool. But I'm moving to Hawaii. You see, it's funny because they think that I need their approval. I tried to save them from what's coming. So the future proves the past. The future is going to prove this. I'm moving. My stepfather was lending me $100,000 a few years ago. I had a paid-for farm, so all I needed was some money to get some dog stuff and fix up the barn and stuff. So, and he was just going to lend me that, no problem at all. He's a computer science for MIT. he's a computer whiz, and he's a rocket scientist for NASA. And you think Ted's dumb? You must think Ted's dumb. His wife must think he's dumb. His daughter-in-law, his son-in-law. Ted's not dumb. You guys are non-player characters, and what you've done to him is criminal. They've kept me. As soon as I was confirmed Q, the whole family abandoned me, so I could never talk to Ted again. I'm not even invited. I'm doing great. Sober. Open up a dog resort. Got confirmed Q. And a week later, I was abandoned. Betrayed by my entire family. They were getting false restraining orders. My daughter started to beat on me. She tried to have me arrested. She told the cops. I want to take a polygraph when this all comes out, and I want her to too. Polly wants a cracker. I'm graham cracker. Told the cops that, put a report in, that I threatened to kill my granddaughter. A bold-faced lie. You tried to get me arrested? How much money did Elon Musk promise you to do that, Kara? There's a song called Kara Evil. They want me to unalive myself, so I don't think I'm going to be here much longer. I mean, I'm not going to kill myself, but I think that they might do it and make it look like a suicide. So if I die, I promise you, like if I, if they, there's a song called Angels on the Balcony. Blondie was a pale horse on my farm. Behold the pale horse. If I end up roadkill, thrown out of a balcony, it was the police. It was the police. My IQ is higher than probably all of you put together. I fucking Mensa. I think I aced I did the first one, it was 130. And then I was like, I saw I got one or two wrong. I was like, and I understood after I did it. I was like, I see it now. I think I was just rushing a little bit. So I did it again, and I think I aced it. So I didn't pay for the second one. I paid $1, and then you have to cancel it. And the first one said it was 130. So right there, that's extremely high. That's extremely high. And then to turn around and be able to ace it after you're like, well, I was rushing a little bit, and I see my mistake. So, are you serious? I do those quizzes where they say that you have to be like a genius to be able to figure them out. I'm like, these things are fucking easy. How do you not see it? Are you serious? You people actually can't figure out how to connect all those dots without crossing the lines? Are you serious? As in, they'll cross two of them, and they'll go right there. I'm like, you have to zigzag through there. It's like you can see it as soon as you do it. It's like you zigzag through there, and they're going, I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm an idiocracy. So, I'm Joe Smartballs, Cotton Eye Joe. So my son's name is Colton. So with a swipe of the pen, you can turn that into Cotton. I had big plans for Ocean City, good intentions, but QAnon's too big. And you know what? I'm just going to go and I'm going to get a piece of property and just do like a 24-hour stream, like a Truman Show. So they could see how hard I work. So they could see me realizing a synchronicity in real time, and I don't have to go back and do videos like this. It'll save me a lot of time. And I'll just do like a reality show right there on my farm in Hawaii, like Roseanne Barr. So she's part of, I contacted Roseanne. She's part of the Wano Sabin. I love Roseanne. So Darlene is my aunt, Darlene Led Zeppelin. Becky Beck Loser, that's my neighbors. Dan is my uncle, Daniel Elton John. Mark, they have a song called Mark Shaman. He died. So DJ is my uncle, David Joseph. He died the day I caught the Matrix glitching. My uncle David died. And then my Aunt Carol, Rolling Stones, died. The one who turned me away from her inn. Why are you guys doing this to me? Why do you have to be so mean to me? Do you understand? I've been called retarded by judges. I've been labeled as schizo when I'm clairvoyant. I've been police, a violation of HIPAA, in the charging papers said that I suffer from mental illness. You're not allowed to do that. You're not diagnosed. You're not qualified to diagnose somebody with anything. And HIPAA prevents you from even saying shit like that. You can't. That's your opinion. And to be honest, I'm going to prove that the mental hospitals, psychiatry in general, is just to target the people who are waking up. That's what they gaslight you to death. I was there. I'm undercover for a documentary called Into the Storm: A Hunt for QAnon. And Elon Musk contacted me and started Instagram for me. I didn't start that account. Heather Glorioso, no photo, no post. You could tell I didn't do it. It's not mine. I don't even know how to post on it. I guess I would just. Maybe I should. It's got 1 million followers. Maybe I should just post on that, right? I think that's maybe what I'm supposed to do. It has 1 million followers. That's what I'm supposed to do. Or one following. He has 1 million followers. So I could post it to the Elon Musk documentary. That's 1 million people see my videos then. So I just think Elon Musk comes into my dreams. And I'm telepathic with a gray that says he's Elon Musk. So I was even contacted in the physical, told I have Neuralink. So I got really smart after I had a UFO. So magic bus. Who are you? So I do occult symbolism all over Ocean City. Why do the police hate simulation theory? Why do they hate QAnon? Why do they hate me? What have I done to you? I can't understand I don't understand how you sleep at night. I think they're like to get money for nothing. In order to keep me quiet, they abuse their power and they get bribed. Elon Musk is doing this documentary. I was used as bait. He bribed everybody, and then he is going to hand me the evidence. So the private investigators that he hired are going to hand me and all of the CIA and FBI people who probably were put on this case started to gang stalk me because, that's what they do. I'm labeled as a domestic terrorist. Are you serious? I'm a vegan peace activist. And I think a lot of people probably, because I spark your consciousness, and you're like, man, I'll have what she's having. Because I have this inner peace that you can't buy. And I said, they wanted to drug me because they said, how happy are you? I said, I'm a 10. No, you can't be a 10. You have to be a 5. We're going to put you on a mood stabilizer. I'm like, fuck you. I have to be a 5 with no feelings. So I don't cry when I'm supposed to. I don't laugh when I'm supposed to. That's all I do is laugh. That's when the witches laugh. Sometimes I laugh so hard I piss myself because I'm telepathic with a gray who I think invented comedy. So funny. I'd probably look crazy. I'm telepathic. You can't call one person psychic and another one schizophrenic. I'm not walking around just talking gibberish. I'm teaching. I'm a spiritual teacher. They called me tarded, and I don't feel tardy. They arrested me in room 109, The Sinking of the PT 109 by Jimmy Dean, a dean in college. I just contacted all the Ivy League colleges. So this has been going on for 6 years. They've been doing this to me. That's what they're like. That's our story, and we're sticking to it because the lawsuit is so astronomical, because it's economic damages because of my book. They ruined my reputation. I can't even, like, I'm living in a hotel. It's cost me a fortune because I can't even rent anywhere, because I can't get a job, because on paper it looks like I'm batshit crazy, even though the charges were dropped by Elon Musk. What? Why? So there's Nick's. What's that? Putt-putt mini golf over there. So St. Nick, little Nicky about the devil. There's a song by Paul McCartney, or a song called St. Paul, not by Paul McCartney, by Terry Knight. Terry Knight's my neighbor. You're in 101 Schoolboy Q. That's my birthday. 101 Alicia Keys. 101 Dalmatians. 1973 James Blunt. I was born in 1973. So, what are you gonna do when my book comes out? And I'll be gone. I'll be in Hawaii, reporting this to the Hawaii police. Yes, I am. I already know it, because it's funny, because I got gang stalking groups. I go into gang stalking groups. Do you know one group just pre-approved me and contacted me? That they pre-approved. I was like, I never even joined yours, but sure, yeah. And there's one for the TI lawsuit. So that's a new one I got. There's a whole group for a TI lawsuit. I'm going to prove it. That's why, so it's not just me. Not only is my damages, there's no cap. There's no cap. And my book's going to replace the Bible. So even if I only got $1 for each of those books, like I sold it for, like, you know, for pretty much nonprofit, made $1 off each one. That's, every single person in the world is going to want one. And just imagine, each month I'll have a new book. That's what you'll be hooked on, this information, because these videos, I understand, it takes a long time for me to talk. I get exhausted. I have to keep repeating myself. So my book it'll just be boom, boom, boom. And you'll just be like, this is, you would say it's impossible, but you're looking at it. Please help me. It's the Ocean City Police. They're the fucking goon squad. He came here today. I called 911 yesterday. I said, I need an officer. I need you to report something. And they didn't come. So they were here today for the, get that dead man's bones. And I said, they didn't come. He's like, well, yeah, that's, you know, that's a violation of your civil rights. They're supposed to come. I said, but you're here right now. Oh, yeah, but I'm working on something. Yeah, but you call then. I've already called 911. All I'm asking you to do is call for backup. And the other, leave me alone. The other one, I'm like, oh my God, you don't understand. This is all being videotaped. I have it all on film. And I'm posting it in all the Ocean City groups. So do you know I volunteer in the Ocean City Beach Heroes picking up trash? So next Tuesday, you should be there. Tell Mayor Rick Meehan to be there, because I'm going to give my book out. I'm going to explain, because they already 2 more times I get a shirt. So I started late in the fall, and then it got cold, and then I got, you know, with the gang stalking and working and stuff. So I think next Tuesday I'm going to go, and I'm going to talk to them. These people already know me, but I haven't really explained what's happening to me. So Why would you do this to me? The thing is, they're going to do this to everybody. They do it to anybody. If you've ever looked at a conspiracy video, you're on this list. You homeschool your kids, you're on the list. If you question the government, if you ever give your opinion that you don't like Donald Trump, or you don't like, you're very opinionated, and you don't like Joe Biden, either one of them, or whatever next bozo they put in the White House, whatever, the ass clowns in DC, ACDC, you're on the highway to hell. If you don't understand that it's a machine, and the machine looks for keywords, and they're like, oh, in the targeted individual program you go, and in the targeted individual program you will stay for life. So they've targeted me. I could have bought a house. And just lived quiet, miserable, matrix dwelling life. And I can't do that anymore. I can't pretend that I don't see what I see. I've died and seen the other side, and it's the outside the matrix is the future, because you're living in the past, Jethro Tull. So that means that's the description of Jesus Christ. And it's the Vatican. I have 2 priests in my family, and I contacted the one. He won't even respond to me. They don't want you to know about me, because then they're going to be like, well, then what are we giving all our money to these fucking pedophiles for? Pedophiles run the world. Why do you give them money? It's ridiculous. When you learn the truth, you're gonna be like, fist fuck the Pope. Yeah, you will. You're gonna hate that motherfucker. So his name's Leo, and so you can rearrange that to ELO. ELO's album covers are all UFOs. This is ET Disclosure. So once ET Disclosure comes, church is done anyway. So even if they do the false ET light, the false disclosure, then they just give it all to Trump, and it's the old world order repackaged as the new world order, and I'm the new world man. Rush backwards is Heather Smith. You are. So let me show you something. So see how that's floating? It's a glove. Looks like a glove. So I'm Danny Glover, the Lethal Weapon. I had a lethal magic pussy. Elon Musk asked to see my magic pussy. He did. I have the messages. So Kimball Musk has contacted me. Tosca, May, Saxon, Luca. And all of them follow me on Facebook. I can't make this stuff up. The 17th letter follows me. And I'm putting all my information on the 17th letter. Those people already know and believe in Q. They just don't know who Q is. So now it's time for me to come out. I don't need the police to... I don't need your approval. I actually wouldn't expect the police to understand this, because I believe that the majority of them are these non-player characters. They're followers. They will lock you up because the machine, the system tells you to. They don't care if you're guilty or not guilty. They don't care. That would be like me telling you, go kill that person. Because I said so. And you just go and doing it. And then I tell you, yeah, they're innocent. I lied. I said, I'm a leader, not a follower. I am your leader, Nicki Minaj. You don't understand. I've sent them the videos. I've sent them all my Elon Musk messages. I sent them the video of all of the Dragonfly drones swarming me on the boardwalk. I sent them, after years of teaching that we live in a simulation, I caught the Matrix glitching in Ocean City, Maryland. Yet the people not only the people that live and work here are going to hate the Ocean City police, the entire world is going to hate them. I can't fucking stand them. So they beat this man for vaping. There's a vape store right there. You see? There's a vape store right there. Look, they'll take your money and you can buy this shit. But don't use it. Don't use it out in the public on the boardwalk. And you can drink all day in their bars, but God forbid you're with your family and you take a beer on the beach. Alcohol interact with sand now? Really? That's like when you go to the beach, what do you want to do? You want to sit and catch a buzz by the ocean. This place sucks. There's nothing but coons and jigaboos everywhere. I contacted the KKK. I contacted David Duke. So I contacted him. His email is info@stopduke.com. I was like, Sir Duke, Stevie Wonder, I'm taking over the KKK. And I don't hate. If you're a QAnon and you have black skin, then you are not who I'm directing that towards. I'd use the word nigger for an ignorant person. And yes, there's black ones, there's white ones. And, I say coons and jigaboos because I like to use racial slurs. So I call myself graham cracker. Cracker as a racial slur. It's because it's funny. It's a fucking word. It's not so David Chappelle can dress up in whiteface. But God forbid, I do blackface. And the Marlin Lane or something is right down. So this is Dolphin, and there's Marlin down there. The Marlin brothers, the white chicks, because nobody told you to be offended by it, so you weren't. Isn't that funny? You don't get offended unless you're told to. So I wanna open up nigger bowling. So down here, it's where you go and you knock over all the niglets in the shallow end. There's a thing about it. There's a video about it. It says that it's called niglet bowling because the white kids are too smart and they get out of the way. Right now, I can't find anybody that's smart. You're all fucking niggers to me. So I'm giving the Maryland State Police a little bit of time because I just contacted them today, Officer Cooley. So Cool and the gang stalkers. There's got Coolio, Gangsters Paradise, gang. I contacted Justin Rogers from Maryland State Police. Justin Corn Stalks. I told him, I said, you can solve crimes with synchronicity. Nobody wants to talk to me. They won't, I have no rights at all. No rights. I risked all this money because I was confirmed Q. They sell my Q merchandise here in Worcester County, blocks from City Hall. And they're doing this to me and they think they're going to get away with it. On their cop shirts is the Punisher. So the Punisher's on the front of the Matrix theme. And Elon Musk is wearing it in his AI video, dancing the Staying Alive with RFK. He's wearing the QAnon Punisher in it. So Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. BG is my brother, Brandon Glorioso. And my lawyer's phone number is, the last four is 2777. So 2 is a B, second letter, and 7 is GGG. So there's BGs. That's my gang stalking lawyer. You know what's really funny? After he did this to me, he's got it's ridiculous. He's got AI videos for his commercial, and he looks ridiculous. And he's advertising on Stalked by the Feds. A fake woman who pretends that she's exposing gang stalking. I haven't even seen her anymore. I contacted her and told her she's busted, and I don't know. I don't see her videos anymore. I haven't checked. I should check. So, April Elizabeth, you're next. I'm the chief commander of the Galactic Federation. I am Jesus H. Christ. I promise you, hon, you're not talking to me. April Come She Will, Paul Simon, Paul, the E.T. movie. Elizabeth, Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra. Elizabeth's my grandmother's middle name. And Frank Sinatra has a song, Nancy. So, right there, there's Sinbad's right there. Well, his dead mom is Nancy, and my dead stepmother's Nancy. So, that's all I do is synchronicity. You can go talk to Nate. Nate NF, that's my cousin too. Nate NF. NF is Naples, Florida, my stepdad. I contacted my stepdad. You must think that he's fucking really dumb. He's really smart. And you guys are caught in a trap. Caught in a trap. I walk out, 'cause I love you too much, baby. Munchkin Elvis taught me to fly in the astral realm. And I'm like, well, if this is a dream, then maybe I can fly. So I might try out on the sand, enter Sandman. I might try. Because when I become lucid in a dream, the first thing I do now is fly. And then as soon as I start to fly a little bit, I wake up. But I'm like, every time I become lucid, the first thing I do is, guys, we're in my fucking dream. They're looking at me like, I promise you, you're about to disappear as soon as I wake up. And they just look at me. There you go. And they're gone. I told you. I told you so. Why would you do this? This is humiliating. Yeah, this is slander, defamation of character. You can't, just because Elon Musk bribed every official in Worcester County, you can't just make somebody incompetent. I can articulate what I'm trying to communicate, and I talk to people, and I tell them. So I was dressed in my witch cloak, out there with the hot rods at the hot rod show on the boardwalk. So Rod robbed me at gunpoint in a school parking lot, Schoolboy Q. Man of the year, Elon Musk. And, I'm just looking around. I'm like, look at all these. I see dead people. Well, I had these and I got it on film too. I had these one people walk up on me. Mandy. So I'm at the Cabana. Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow. And, I forgot his name. I remember, is it Mandy? I think she said Mandy, and I forgot his name. I was like, Mandy, that's I'm doing the best I can, so I'll have to go look at the video. And he's like, I understand what you're talking about. He's like, that there's infinite universes out there. So who's to say that you're right, that there's non-player characters, so you see people die, but you don't. When you die, you shift to a new reality. Yes, people around you do it. People around you grow old. That doesn't mean that you have to. My stepfather studies epigenetics, and he has a book called The Evolution of Aging. He studies the program behavior of, like, bugs. Like, if you keep fleas in a mason jar long enough, you program their brain. I guess they start to feel safe. So then when you shake them out, they'll go right back into that cage, So Nicolas Cage, there's St. Nick, like Nick's mini golf's right there. Why? Where's the Marin State Police? I mean, I hope that's you right there. As soon as I said, where's the Marin State Police? Here comes Goodbye right there. I don't know. Cooley was nice. He listened to me. He didn't interrupt me. I didn't hear, he didn't stop me and say, I'm sorry, we can't help you. So I'm going to give them, I have people that I love that died that were police officers. I channel all dead police officers. There's a video about it. Bonnie Tyler, Here She Comes. Go watch that video. It's first, she's surrounded by soldiers from all of the wars. You have to go, it's symbolic. And they're all following her. Revolutionary, all of them. You're all different eras. And which they say, what is she on some kind of secret mission? And then at the end, a UFO comes. I'm an occultist. So this is why the Freemasons kill people. I was like, man, if I was a Freemason right now and I saw this, I'd be insulted. Did you see how they're they're flaming faggots, the ones at the top, and they prey on these men's, homosexual tendencies, because for a lot of them, they're married, and it's an easy way to commit adultery, and your brothers aren't going to tell on you, but they also do it to blackmail you. Like, they have this big fucking secret. They do gay sex orgies, sex magic. The airplane just crashed on the beach yesterday. Nobody got hurt, and I was told that that's more important than what I'm telling them. That guy, when I walked in there, he was already he was getting ready to tell me to leave. He said, "You got 1 minute." I got 1 minute. There's nobody here. I have a ruthless conspiracy that I've studied for 50,000 hours, and you're going to give me 1 minute and won't even take a report? It wouldn't even take a report. So the body cam footage from 5:18, about around 6, 7 o'clock. So only the good die young. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm about to run out of money, and I'm going to be on the street. So chances are that, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to have any food. I'm not going in the homeless shelter. I'm not going to have any food to eat. I'm probably going to starve to death. And I'll do it. I mean, I've fasted before. It's like, once you get through the hunger pains, it's not that bad. And I'm going to starve to death. So you're going to find me. I just bought not brand new. It's brand new to me. But, a Jeep Cherokee. I paid cash for it. A 2020. I paid cash for it. I'm getting ready to go get my motorcycle's license back. This is unbelievable. Wait, if you knew everything I knew, there's no way you would do this. There's not enough money in the world. You'd be like, no fucking way. She's the creator. She's the architect of the simulation. And you are fucked beyond fucked.